Hey friends, welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas series. Today we're going to take a fancy little notch and make a going out bag. Or it doesn't have to be a going out bag, but you can easily elevate it to be a going out bag. It can certainly be an everyday little bag, but if you add a fancy chain, I mean, you can't really see it, but chains just really elevate everything. But the actual pattern is a double zip clutch. So it has two top zippers. Hold on, let me take this chain off. The chain is heavier than the bag itself by far. So it's just weighing me down, made a little anchor. But so here we go. Originally when I designed the bag, I had an idea that it would be carried like this or with just a wristlet strap like so. But then I found the chains in my hardware and, just wanted to get fancy. But anyways, so it's this cute little number designed as a clutch, or it can be a crossbody bag. It has two zippers along the top and then, yoink, a slip pocket down in the center. This is an unlined bag. You can definitely line it if you want to, but in this video, I will not be showing you how to do that. But you guys are all creative, and I know that you can figure it out. But like I said earlier in another video, I am in my phase of treating cork like leather, and nobody ever lines a leather bag. And so I'm just sticking it to the man, and I'm not lining these little bags anymore. When you don't line a bag, it takes off so much time and makes production go so much quicker. So I'm just feeling it out and testing it out. I will be testing the waters on my vending table with these. You can also price them a lot less, and it doesn't, change anything. So I really enjoy it. But so this little number, she's tiny, she's cute. I was trying to think of something that rhymed, but brain dead. It comes with two options. We have the rounded option, and then there's a beveled option. You will need to go to my website and download the PDF. Don't forget to use code FREEPATTERN, that's all caps, to get the free PDF download. And let's get to making. Also, if at any point you are enjoying this video, please give me a thumbs up and drop me a comment and let me know what you think. I hope that you are enjoying the series as a whole. It seems like y'all are. And I don't know what I'm going to do for next year's 12 Days of Christmas because I really kind of stressed myself out with planning all of these. So if you have any ideas, let me know. I am all ears. Also, if you need a reminder, don't be a prick, okay, guys? And if you need a daily reminder, hop on over to my website and get some merch. Happy sewing. All right, friends, for today's video, we are doing the double zip clutch. Once you print out the PDF, you will notice that there are two styles. There are this style, wow, okay, it's been a long day. There is this style that has the beveled edge, and then there's this style that has the rounded edge. As you can see, I chose the rounded edge, and I have it cut out, but somehow I lost the pattern piece, so we're only looking at the beveled edge pattern piece. Anyways, cut out two of the pieces using your pattern piece. Ta-da! I'm going for a black-brown situation, as you can see. So I have a black zipper and a brown zipper cut and ready to go. I have one zipper pull for each, and then we'll discuss that once we get over there. Don't you mind that. So for my zippers, I am using 7.5 inches. They are almost the entire width of the panel, but what I plan to do is after I install the zippers, I'm going to nip out just the teeth to give myself some room once I fold the pouches over. So for now, I'm going to let them be a little long so that way I have more room to work with and I don't have to be afraid of the zipper teeth pulling out when the bag is in use. So on both of them, the first step is we need to install our zipper. So I'm going to use 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch zipper tape and just put some tape about 1/8 of an inch from my cut line here all the way around on both pieces. Now this little girl is so cute. You can make her bigger, you can make her smaller, you can just do 1, you can do 3. You can really do whatever you want with this. This is just such a fun launching pad for your creativity. I designed a lot of these 12 Days of Christmas patterns with leather in mind, and I'm not sure what the big difference is, but when it comes to cork, people think that it has to be lined, but when it comes to leather, it doesn't matter, and I don't quite understand that school of thought. Besides wanting more structure, I think that leaving cork unlined is perfectly fine, and I've been kind of playing with that notion a little bit here and there with different projects, and unfortunately, I just haven't vended a whole lot this year, so I can't really test the theory in person. But I'm all about treating cork like leather. You know, I just think for the most part, it's the same. So I'm going to attach my zipper pulls here. Zipper pulls onto our zipper tape like so. And I had the idea to potentially swap the zippers. I thought that that might be cool, like a neat way to incorporate the pieces together. And you know what? YOLO, right? Let's do it. So if you notice on this piece here, I already have my logo etched into the side. I do not have a logo on this side. So when the bag is finished, if this is the front that has the logo, I want my zipper pull to be on the left side. So I'm going to be really aware of that when I put my zipper tape into this side of the double zip pull. So just apply some pressure to the tape. Try to make it as straight as possible. So my zipper pull is to the left side. My logo is toward me, closest to me. And I'm going to lay this as straight as possible. I'm going to angle it so that I can see a little better. You want your zipper tape to be in the middle of this cutout. There we go. Once you get it centered, you're going to apply pressure all around it. I love black and brown cork together. It's so subtle, but it's such a nice, classy, sophisticated combo. We are going to repeat that process on this side over here. Okay. Got cat hair, that's awesome. Okay, so same process. Make sure your zipper tape is nice and straight. Get your pull out of the way, just lay it on your teeth. I'm actually gonna pull this back a little bit. There we go. Once you get it centered, apply pressure all the way around. And there we go. Now we have our two panels ready to be sewn. Now I'm going to go to the machine and I'm going to stitch around all four sides of each zipper box. If you want to, you can pull your threads to the back and tie it off. If you don't want back stitching, it's totally up to you. Okay, so I'm using a size 18 needle, size 4 stitch length, and Tech 70 thread from Waywack. I'm going to back tack over these teeth a couple times just to make sure that they don't ever come loose when the bag is being used. In retrospect, I should have started my stitch line on this side of the panel that didn't have my logo, and then I wouldn't have these back stitch lines right here. But you know, no big deal. All right, so trim down your threads. And then I'm going to swap out to black thread for this panel here. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that process on this panel. So we have both of our panels the zippers stitched into place. And now what I want to do is I have this leftover zipper tape in here, and I'm just going to cut some of that out of the way, because the next step is we're going to fold it in on itself, and having all of that bulk right there is going to make it really, really challenging to get a nice close seam. So I'm just going to trim down my zipper on all of these edges here. All right, now we're gonna take a zipper. What am I thinking? A lighter, and we're gonna just burn these edges as well. Just want to be careful not to get too close to the stitch line. Like, that's pretty close, but thankfully I backstitched well over my zipper teeth. But if you get super close, then what can happen is when people are yanking on this, they can pull those little section of teeth out. So just something to be aware of. All right, so the last thing that we need to, well, not this last, close to the last thing, is we're going to fold these panels over on themselves and line up our edges. Now, I cut mine with a laser cutter, so it's pretty spot on, and I designed it on the computer. This is not normally how well I would cut, so please do not think that I cut these out with laser precision, because I didn't, but the laser did. So you have a couple options. You can add some tape, you can use glue, or you can just go wild and clip it into place. Because I have the tape, I'm going to use it, you know, why not? So I'm just going to put a little bit on these straight edges here. I just need enough to hold it into place. Repeat that on this panel. If you want to, you can certainly follow the curve around. So your project, I will just be the craft shaman. I will guide you, but you make your decisions. And this cat hair is like Velcro. Luckily, this is just for me, so it's gonna be fine. Alrighty, so next thing is we're going to peel the tape and we're going to stick our panels together just like that. The goal of this is to get the zipper teeth to be up top whenever it's folded in half. All right, you might see my head for this. So sorry. Okay, one pouch down, one to go. There we go. So you have your two pouches now complete. If you want to, this is basically what the final assembly is going to look like. If you want to, you can have both of your zippers go from the left, or you can switch to where one starts on the left, one starts on the right. Let's see, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to have them both start on the left, and that's mostly because I don't want to accidentally leave one open thinking that they're both closed. I know myself, and that just seems just seems like the smarter decision for me. But so now what we're going to do is line up all of our edges and clip into place. And so the next step that we're going to do is we're going to start our stitch line about 1/2 inch from this top edge here. 1/2 inch, 5/8. Doesn't have to be super particular. Basically, I'm not going to get in the weeds of the zippers though. I don't think that that matters. And so I'm not going to try to force these two number 5 zippers to lay flat because they're not going to. So, you know, go with the river. Don't fight up against it. So I'm going to start until it's comfortable that wherever that may be, it looks like it's going to be about 1/2 inch. Using an 1/8 inch seam allowance, I'm going to stitch all the way down and across and then back up, and I'm going to end at the same height that I started over here. Back stitching well on both ends. All right, I'm going to sew with my brown side up, so I did change my top thread to be brown so that way it matches. I have my bobbin in black. Here we have the stitching all complete. You can see the back is in black, the front is in brown, and it looks so pretty up here at the top. And the reason that we stitched it around here is because now we also have a 3rd slip pocket. So this bag in total has 3 open spaces. And what's nice about not stitching all the way up here to the very top is when you do want to access that middle pocket, because it's not sewn right here, it allows it to open just a touch wider. So originally as designed, this was it. It was going to be a true clutch, but then after I made the first one, I was like, oh, you know, this would be pretty easy to add a wristlet strap to. And then I started exploring the hardware that I have, and there are several options that you can do here. You can add a grommet, just like we did in the envelope snap. I think that that would look really nice, and it would look very sophisticated and clean, and it wouldn't be very eye-catching, which I think would be a good thing on this bag because you're going for simple and sophisticated, at least in these colors. But if you had 2 grommets right here, then you could easily attach a crossbody strap or wristlet strap, what have you. Other options include these guys. I do not remember where I got these. I want to say that I got them from SewDnar, but I've had them in my stash for years. But when I was looking through my hardware, I thought, oh my gosh, these are perfect. You just put them onto the side, and then you would crimp down, and then they have these D-rings. And so you would be able to do one on either side if you wanted this to be a crossbody, or you could just do one and leave it as a clutch. And these are so simple and easy to install, and then you can even add a rivet at the end through that hole. So we have that option. If we want to stick to the kind of bigger size, we can do this set of hardware that I sell on my website, and I would install it the same way that I did in the key fob or key clip video way back when, I think on day 2, and I would just take this and start to bend it, and then I would bend it around the edge so that it sat just like that. And then again, just like this side, or just like that hardware, you can do one as a clutch, or you could add a second one over here, and that can become a crossbody. I don't think that this is overwhelming, but it is a lot of hardware look for a bag that's this small, in my opinion. I feel like you don't need this heavy-duty structured hardware for something this small and dainty that you're not going to be able to carry the kitchen sink in. But that being said, I do think that it looks really cool. It's almost like an industrial vibe. And then lastly, of course, we have the trusty, dusty mini D-rings. Now these guys, I think, are the perfect addition because they don't take away too much visually, but there would be more than enough and strong enough to maintain this bag, whether it be a wristlet strap or a crossbody. You can install it down here. You can install it here in the center to where just the D-ring sticks out. You can install it to where they stick out, the D-ring sticks out the top like so. You can put one on the front and then one on the back. You could really do whatever you want. Possibilities are endless with those guys. So all that being said, I think I'm going to try these guys because I never use them. And I just think that they would look really cool on this side. So I'm going to grab my clamp. Clamp? Is that what it is? This is some sort of wrench, Allen wrench. You can see I doctored up the ridges with tape here so that it doesn't mess up my hardware. And then what I'm going to do is right here where my stitch line ends, that's where I'm going to align the top edge of this hardware. And now it's been years since I've installed this. So I think I'm going to put a little piece of tape and see if that helps it from slipping around. Where are my scissors going? So just right there on the edge. And then I'm just going to carefully crimp. Whoop. This is the same set of pliers that I use for my key fob hardware. Just lives in my studio now. That's cute. It's like I said, it does seem like you can put a rivet through here. I've never done that, but when in Rome, right? Okay, we'll try it. Now where'd those go? Here they are. I wonder if it's going to have any issues crimping through since the hardware's so thick, but we are about to find out. Okay, so that's what it looks like before it's crimped. And here it is after. It kind of, ever so slightly, you can see where the teeth, because it's got the little crimpy teeth, you can kind of see where they perforate the cork or like clamp into the cork. But it's not too bad. I think it's still pretty cute. And so, of course, you could just leave it just like that and have a wristlet strap, which, like the one that we made before. That's pretty cute. And then, because we're already here, might as well add the other side, right? If you have any excess, of course, you're going to want to trim that down, by the way. Just realized I never said that. Get that pushed into place. Okay, super cute. Now, if I was going to be using this as a crossbody, oh, hold on, let's not get ahead of ourselves, huh? Get our rivet installed first. Did it go through? Nope. Here we go. I think she is très chic. And then attaching a chain as a crossbody strap. Oh my gosh. Becky, look at her butt. So I'm in love. What do we think? Oh my gosh. I really don't mind that it's not lined either because the feel of it is like soft and pliable, but still totally structured. And then of course, once you put a bunch of junk in there, not junk, stuff that we need, once you put a bunch of stuff in there, it will settle in and kind of fill out. And I think that it would be, this is like perfect for a night out or for those of us that don't carry a whole lot. Me. There we go. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, sewing besties, we are to the end of another day of 12 Days of Christmas. I hope that you love this little bag as much as I do. I took her out on a maiden voyage. I had to go to a holiday party last weekend, and it was perfect. I was able to keep some credit cards and my cell phone. I put my phone like right down here in the middle, and then just some other random accoutrement. My earrings ended up in here because your girl can't wear jewelry that long. But it ended up being perfect. That's why it's a little like misshapen, because I had it jam-packed full of stuff. And it worked perfectly, and I love the black and the brown. It is just a vibe. I'm into it. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this little pattern. Please join the Facebook group. Start uploading those photos. I know y'all are making this stuff, and a lot of you guys are posting, and I just really, really love to see your creativity. So don't forget to join the Facebook group. Answer the questions to join, or else I will have to decline your membership. But you can always reapply. But read the group rules and come join us and hang out for some SewGnar shenanigans. All right, see y'all tomorrow.